Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. God is great. Always in, always. So we've got breaking news out of Israel from Netanyahu. As he says that he plans to take over Gaza. Which is absolutely sickening. Let me say that first and foremost. The people of Gaza are starving. It is genocide going on. And I think that Netanyahu and Israel are fast becoming an enemy. We see Germany, we see countries reacting, recognizing now the Palestinian state. And I also understand how Israeli, how Jewish people feel. Many of the closest people in my life are Jewish, and I love them to death. I love them to death. So I understand on both sides, right? But what is going on in Gaza is reprehensible and is repugnant. There are women, children there who are starving and dying. And let me be clear about this. The rest of the world stands by and watches. Let me be very, very, very clear about that. The rest of the world stands by and watches, right? The rest of the world stands by and, basically says it's not our problem. And that's very much the attitude and the sentiment of the world now, right? It's not our problem. It kind of goes in line with what I say, thoughts and prayers are with you because it wasn't his head who got his head blown off, right? It's not our people starving. It's not our people dying. But Netanyahu taking this to another level and saying that Israel is going to take over Gaza. Let me also say this. President Donald Trump, Billy Big Bollocks, said on day one, every hostage would be returned to Israel. Every single one on day one of the Trump administration. Day one. That still has not happened. And I know that Netanyahu, the Israeli people, we don't know where this would be going, if it would be de-escalating or still continue to escalate. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it would not be getting to this point of Netanyahu coming out and saying we are taking over Gaza if the hostages, every single hostage, had been returned healthy and alive. I do not think, my opinion, again, I do not think that we would see this level of escalation of Netanyahu saying we're taking over Gaza, the starvation, all that stuff, because the simple fact of the matter is the hostages still have not been returned. Full stop, end of. And President Donald Trump, Billy Big Bollocks, dealt with the dumbass, said on day one, every single hostage would be returned. And why do you think Putin knows he can prey on Trump? Why do you think Netanyahu knows he can prey on Trump? Netanyahu has absolute power. The world is standing by watching people, women and children, starve and die in Gaza, and they do nothing. They sit there and say it's not our problem. But the flip side to that is, the hostages still have not been returned. Full stop, end of. The hostages still have not been returned. And my personal opinion is that if the hostages had been returned healthy and alive to Israel, we would not be seeing this level of escalation. President Donald Trump, delusions of grandeur, full-on delusional. Where are we with every hostage being returned to Israel on day one, Donald? Where are we at? Let me know what you think of this escalation between Gaza and Israel. Love ya. See you on Monday.